Hi guys, I'm back just to make a quick another video here. I wanted to just talk to you guys about some things that I have experienced in my life. This here is totally out the box, and I wanted to just share with you guys some things that I have had encountered in my life. Now, if you do not believe in anything supernatural, click off, because I really don't care. This here is my experiences. Let me tell you something about myself. I've always had a very strong gift, and the gift of sight. You guys know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to say that I'm a psychic. I'm not going to say that, because I consider it a gift, and I'm still learning this, because I'm still trying to figure out certain things about it. Because certain things, you ever have deja vu about things and you try to figure out where and why you're having it? Well, I've had that several times. Well, not several times, but more than several times. I've had it a lot in my life. I remember at one time sitting in my room. That's when I was staying with my grandmother, and a strong feeling of something came over me, and I couldn't shake it for no reason. And I felt like I had a Charlie horse in my brain. I don't know if it sounds crazy, but it does. I feel like I had this rewind button in my head. Mind you, I'm freaking trying to figure out where the hell. But I was a little younger then. I was probably about 15, maybe younger than that. Yeah, it was weird, because the feeling I couldn't shake, it scared me. And when I talked to my grandmother before she passed, may she rest in peace. I used to talk to my grandmother about things, and I was trying to figure out why. Is it possible for me to have gifts? Is it possible for me to have abilities? My grandmother, how some grandparents, I don't know if this is if you heard this from where you're from, but in the South, people always consider it as a veil over the head. If a child was born, they'll not consider it an indigo child or whatever. Some people believe in all that, and that I've done my research on certain things, and I do listen to paranormal videos. I listen to paranormal stories, and these are all, I listen to Jim Harrell, paranormal podcast, and campfires. But I also listen to ghost hunters every now and then, and ghost adventures every now and then. But I get into the real things. I get into real things like dating back from centuries to the present. I know in my past life I had to been someone of a different time, because I constantly sometimes I have dreams, dating back to, and I'm in my grandma's, my soul is in my grandmother's body, and this is when she was in her early 20s, maybe teens, when they had civil rights, segregation, and all that problems and stuff, times when blacks wasn't allowed to go into white stores and things of that nature. And I would go and see, in my dreams, I would see coloreds only, whites only, things of that nature. I've seen hangings in my dream, but I was just trying to figure out, is she trying to tell me her past? Now, I don't know all about how she grew up and what things I know she told me a few things, but I don't know what all things she experienced growing up. But I know she experienced that the blacks couldn't go into whites, restaurants, and none of that, bathrooms, and none of that. I know that she told me that. I know she wore these cans and little shoes, the black and white shoes that they wore, and the big dresses and stuff. And my grandmother was born in 38 or 39. And my papa was born in 29. Same year as Dr. King, same month as Dr. King, actually. So they're around roughly the same age, if they have been alive. My grandfather died in the early part of 2000 something, right after my uncle passed. And I tell you, it's the weirdest thing. I could see her, but I could feel me inside of her. You understand what I'm saying? I could see her, the dresses. I could see the outstretched of where we're in Mississippi. This is where I'm at. This is my home. We're not in the Gulf. We're up like North Mississippi and stuff like that, like where she's from. And I've seen the small towns that she stayed in, like Brandon, Brooklyn, Mississippi, and Hattiesburg and places like that. Now, as far as my great grandparents, I'm not familiar. I know that my grandfather was an Indian. She told me a Choctaw descendant Indian. And I don't know a lot about him. I don't know much about my great grandmother either. I never got to meet them. They were deceased before I was even born. But my mother told me that she did meet somebody of her family or somebody of my papa's family. My grandfather comes from a large family. My grandfather came from Brooklyn, Mississippi. Belzona, Mississippi. That's up in the Delta. And he had some kinfolks, relatives from St. Louis, Missouri. And he had some kinfolks from Chicago, Illinois, and Louisiana. And I know I had some folks from New Orleans. As far as I know, I want to do a genealogy report on my descendants and where they all come from, and where my ancestry history lies. You know, what am I completely blended with? You know, because I know I'm African American, but I know there's more than just African American in my blood. Okay, because I can feel it. You know, I know that certain people are like, okay, you're black, whatever. Yeah, but we're black. But we're more than just black, because if you look at it, the Native American Indians were here on this earth first, and that's just my opinion alone, my base, and you don't have to believe in I say that's your personal thoughts, that's you. But me personally, I believe that a person's not just one race. They have multiple races. They had a lot of Congoing going on back then. They had a lot of African American women, Hispanics, a whole bunch of people blending and mixing. Because if you look at all the origins and all the descendants, like Samuel L. Jackson, I watched the thing when the man brought up his genealogy report. Another lady, he brought up her gene, and I'm thinking about contacting that guy, because honestly I think he can help me find out who all I was related to and how far I date my ancestry date back. Because as far as I know, it could date back to the 10th century for all I know. You know, where besides coming from Africa, somebody else came from somewhere. You know, I could be Chinese for that matter, because there is a slant into my eyes, and there's also the caramel skin, a light and a brown skin or whatever, and there's of course of the hair, and there's something that we're a part of and we don't know that. So honestly, I suggest some people taking out the time to do a genealogy report if they can afford to do so, because I think you would love to know your background if you're interested in your background. If not, that's your personal preference. I know that I am. I want to know where I come from. I know who I came from, but I want to know where we come from and where our ancestors lies. Okay. And as far as my gifts, I want to say that I have a gift. I used to do readings for people. I used to do that on a regular basis back then. People may call it the devil thing. It's not. It's a gift I had, and I gave people readings. And if they wanted to pay me money, they did by their choice. I didn't offer or ask or anything. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's interesting to know what you like to know about a person and where you coming from. And I'm telling you my part. If I come across anything interesting that you guys are wanting to know, that'll be great. I would share it with you. I want to know what you think of the paranormal. I want to know your part, what you think, whether you believe it or not. Everybody has their own opinion, and like I said, just be cool about it, calm about it, and not be irrational about it, because to each his own. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys for allowing me to make this video and spread my word about things. I mean, I want to be able to bring you guys more, and I am going to be bringing you guys some tutorials in the future. Just kind of step back from doing them for a while. I mean, I'll come with makeup looks, but tutorials, I'm just kind of, I got burnt out on for a little bit because nobody, like I said, nobody wasn't really watching and interested in my videos. It's like I said, if I'm not Katie Johnson or nothing, they're not gonna watch. You know, just saying. But okay, guys, I'm gonna make this a very short video. I'm gonna go ahead and go. But I want to say, have a great weekend and be blessed. And again, please do not feel shy to tell me what's on your mind. If you want to talk about it, go ahead and share. Don't be afraid to not comment, because it's me. It's who I am. You know, I'm still a human being. I'm still your friend. I'm still Hawaii Night, and I am straight. I am sane, not insane. I am very, very sane. I got my sense. Okay. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.